our top picks in the recruiting process, if you will. What we consider our top picks. So we love our guys. We love our room. But DK, Mario is nursing a little bit of an ankle, but he's working back. Really excited about his potential. Very excited about Sheridan's potential. Very excited about Fred's potential and Booth's potential. We feel like we got the right things. And Anthony gives us a veteran presence in there. And he's continued to work on his body and give himself a better chance to compete. So it's a good group. We got the right guys, but we got to develop the leadership at that position. Obviously, DK back and taking another step, and then just the consistency at that position.
And Mike, I guess, and Trenton, the main guys, dropping at stand linebacker right now.
We're rolling all kind of guys. I mean, we're teaching a bunch of them. We got a true Sam situation when we want to, keep a normal 4-3 personnel in there, and then we'll have our nickel personnel as well. And then figuring out, obviously last year we had a guy that could kind of do everything. This year we got to develop that, and that's probably one of the bigger goals of our defense this spring, is to really kind of come out of spring feeling good about the nickel Sam position as a whole. The combination of how we'll manage that position. Linebacker, when we're playing 12 personnel, when we're playing 21 personnel, who can go in there and give us that true Sam, the knowledge there. That all those guys are cross-trained at Mike and Will too, but definitely Mike is where it starts. And then who's gonna be that nickel guy? Who's gonna be the third corner that can play in there, and who's gonna be that safety guy who can be the hybrid guy? That's what we've got to figure out. And I think we got some really good candidates for that. And as we go through spring, we'll hone in a little bit on it.
How's Brighton doing? How's Brighton doing after having surgery again?
We just had surgery today,
right.
So I have not had a chance to talk to him since the surgery today. But just it's just a tough thing. It's disappointing. But his attitude's great. I mean, it really is. He's a special young man, and a little bit of a setback, but hopefully he'll be back toward the end of next year. And the good news for him is he could still get that year back if he wanted to, because he did redshirt last year. So if he ends up losing another year, he could qualify just like Blake to get it back.
Is there something happening where that's causing it to tell me? That's the first I've heard a guy tearing it 3 times on one knee.
Yeah,
like that.
well, I have no idea.
Yeah.
God, I don't know. I have to ask him. I have no idea. Just unfortunate deal. And we just got to go back through the process and strengthen it and get back to work and come back better than ever. And we don't always know why somebody has to deal with that type of adversity, but I think he's mentally tough, and he's got a bright future in front of him. We got to put our arms around him and start the process back over.
Dabo, how long are you going to be without the practice fields?
Say that again?
How long are you going to be without the practice fields?
I think May 15th is our target date. Now, obviously, we've had 300-year rains around here, I think Thad was telling me we're still on schedule right now, but we'll see. But that's our goal, was May 15th, get them back, and it was a long time overdue, something that really, really needed to be done. And so I'm excited about it. It's going to make us. It's going to be a lot better. It's a mess right now, but we'll have them ready for camp this summer, and for the guys' skills and drills this summer.
Mario's dealt with some injuries throughout his time. What kind of player is he brings?
Mario's got a chance to be a great player. He's just one of those guys that's still a maturing football player, but also a maturing young man, and just kind of putting it all together and really getting serious about being great. If he does that, I think he'll be great. I think he's got a lot of ability. He's tough. He's physical. He's got good instincts, and I think he can play multiple positions. So he could even be a guy that could be that third corner that could run in there and play that nickel spot. He's a guy we're counting on. I mean, he's a guy that we need to come through for us, and I think he will. But we got to get him 100% and get him where he really feels great about where he is physically, and he's working toward that.
He was kind of limping around. Is that his ankle?
Yeah, he tweaked his ankle. He was doing good. I and kind of rolled it again in our mat drills. But he'll keep working on it.
How did Brissy get
I think he was playing basketball and he just kind of tweaked his LCL or something. He'll be all right.
And
The practice
Niles,
fields the way they are, will you use Death Valley a little bit more?
We'll definitely scrimmage over there, weather permitting, and we'll be over there Saturday. We're going to do our All-Pro Dad Day on Saturday, so we'll obviously got a lot of people, and we'll probably have, when we have our clinic, March 26th and 27th, we're going to have a ton of people here, so we'll probably have to clean that up to where we can go over there and maximize the space and be able to use this for the clinic.
any sort of timeline for Niles to get back?
Just kind of day to day, it's really just kind of on him, and how he progresses. But I don't think we got a real timeline. I think it's just a matter of how he responds, but he's working hard to get back.
How do you want to see Trevor approach? How do you want to see Trevor approach spring practice, just given how last year ended with him experiencing it?
Exactly how I saw him today. He looks like a savvy veteran out there. A guy that's fully focused, and great leadership and great command of everything that we're doing. And that's what I saw day one.
I guess it's fun to watch DJ very well.
Oh yeah, it's fun to watch him, especially live. I've seen him many times on tape, so he can sling it. So can Tyson. And we got three of them guys fun to watch. And old Spires gets in there and tries to keep up with them. It's fun. Number 48.
Do you think your returning defensive linemen sort of grasp this sort of infusion of instant competition that the mid-years?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, this is first of all, it's just unbelievably night and day from where we were last year, day one. I mean, you're talking about E.T. and Rook are developmental guys. They didn't even play football until junior years in high school. They were soccer players and basketball players. And this time last year, they showed up. I mean, it's just like, man, you don't even know how to get the stance hardly. It's just a lot to learn. And they're night and day compared to where they were. It's just so exciting to see that. All of them. Darnell's a year better. Jordan is a year better. And then it's the same thing at end. I mean, it's the exact same thing. I mean, KJ hadn't really played, and he just kind of, happy-go-lucky, and now he's gotten really serious about it. I mean, he's got a chance to be really special. Same thing with Xavier Thomas. He was as a freshman, just go in there, cut it loose, run around, and last year he had to become a more complete player, and it was some growing pains for him, because there's a lot that he's got to improve on, a lot to learn, and he's that helps you, and I mean that experience is so, you can't put a price on that, and I think he's just gonna have a tremendous year. And the same thing when Maskell doesn't look like the same guy. He looks so much more confident. They all physically look great. Justin Foster, now he's been a starter. He's played that type of role. He's so much more confident, very steady guy for us. I'm just so excited about that whole group. Greg Williams, I don't know if y'all seen him, but he don't even look like the same guy. I mean, he looks like a college football player now. And I mean, it's amazing how hard he's worked and what a difference a year makes for him, and transition into position and knowledge and installation and all the stuff. And then Miles Murphy's as advertised. I mean, you just like, wow. Same thing with Brzee, same thing with Capehart. I mean, it's just impressive, to see those guys out here. So, yeah, it'll be instant competition, that's for sure.
Obviously early, but what are your first impressions of E.J. Williams? He physically looks the part.
Yeah, he's a faster Ross. I mean, he can fly, and he reminds me of Justin and how he's got a really great ability to cut and change direction, and just cut on a dime. He's got unbelievable top end speed. I mean, he can fly, and Ross can run, but he's another level, and so I'm just really excited. But he's going to have to progress just the way Frank Latson has. I mean, Frank Latson, it's unbelievable. I hadn't seen a guy run like him since Martavis Bryant, that we've had in here. I mean, he can run, and now he's just changed his body. He's gotten strong. it's fun to watch that transformation take place. So I'm really, really excited about just the speed that we've got in those two guys, for sure.
With Ladson and Nick Goddard, is that going to be a battle to kind of see who moves in places to get out?
It's a battle with all of them. I mean, it's a battle with Cornell, it's a battle with Speck, it's a battle with everybody. But I mean, at the end of the day, we love those guys. We kind of look at them all as starters, and somebody's going to run out there first. And I hope it's that situation. I hope it's hard to figure out who's running out there first every week. That's when you know you got a chance to be special and be great. And I think we got a chance to have that situation. So the biggest thing is cross-training those guys. Ross has played the 2 last year. He's played the 9. So we like his experience, his knowledge, his route running, his understanding. So he's going to start out over there in the 9, but we'll also put him to the field some, and he'll play some slot. I mean, we did the same thing with T, but that's where he'll start. And then obviously Amari's back, no brace, all gas, no brace, and so he's excited about that. And then our 2-man spot, we'll kind of rotate guys, give everybody an opportunity to compete. Cornell's going to cross-train and bounce around. Same thing with Speck. He's a guy that I think can play all 3 as we get going. Really excited about Spector. He's going to be a great player. But Frank and Joe they'll both work 2 and 9. And so that's just kind of what we do to get our group ready. But as far as who's running out there first and all that, I mean, shoot, we got a long way to go before we decide that.
How do you handle when young quarterbacks like DJ come in? How much do you throw at them right out of the gate, or do you kind of bring them along throughout spring?
Day one, they gotta, I mean, we try to meet them where they are, and you have pre-meetings and things like that. You try to give them as much as you can, but those guys have to take a lot of ownership on their own, to meet with Trevor, to do things to try to bridge that learning curve and that gap a little bit, but we don't slow down. I mean, we got a day 1 installation, and they got to be ready, and then kind of throw all the mud at them, and a lot of it's going to fall off. We'll pick it back up and throw it at them again, and by the end of the spring, hopefully the majority of it's sticking.
What do you make of the one-time transfer rule and how that might affect college football?
Well, I'm excited to find out more about it when we go to our meetings in May. I mean, sounds like there's some good progress. I mean, as far as just there needs to be some change. I don't like whatever's been proposed. I don't think that's good. I don't think it's good for the player. I don't think it's good for college football. But I do think there need to be some change. I think that some of the rules were archaic and things like that. But nobody called me and asked me. But if I could go poof, for me, I think that. First of all, there doesn't need to be restrictions. Guys should be able to go wherever they want to go. That's an archaic thing, and I believe that. And I also think that if you're a graduate, you should be able to go where you want to go. And and that's the case as it is. And I also think another change should be if your head coach leaves or is fired, you should be able to transfer if you want. I believe that. But other than that, I think if you transfer, you sit. Simple as that. And then if you graduate, you get that year back. So you really don't lose anything. But at least it would slow down what's going to happen. What's kind of going on now with the graduates is going to go to the freshmen. You're going to go to the mid-years. You're going to go to the sophomores. And that's not good for college football. It's not good for the players. But that to me, I think would clean it up and cut out some of the hypocrisy of it too. People say, "Oh, your coach is going to leave and all this and that." Well, if your coach leaves and your coach is fired, you should be able to go. I think that is very fair. Or you're a graduate. But other than that, I think you should have to sit.
Do you feel like that it opens it up to recruiting a little bit? Somebody might hear that a player is disgruntled.
There's no question. I mean, it's just not good for college football. It's not going to hurt Clemson. It's not going to hurt Clemson. It's going to hurt a lot of other people. And I just think that's would be a good way to clean it up. Again, nobody asked me my opinion, so it doesn't really matter what I think. And again, if the objective is, we should just change it and everybody should just be able to go wherever they want to, because the coaches can. Well, then why is it a one-time transfer? coaches can leave this year, next year, the next year. Why can't you leave every year? You know, I think the intent is really good. I think there needs to be some really good common sense change to address the issue, but I don't like what's on the table right now. It doesn't really matter what I like per se.
What do you think of the ACC?
Just a couple more.
ACC being in favor of it as a conference. Did they come? I mean, did they come to you,
Ain't
coaches?
nobody
and
asked me, so
Obviously not.
no,
Yeah.
no. I heard about it just like everybody else. I read it.
Did that surprise you that they didn't come to you guys first before putting that out there?
Nothing surprises me.
All right.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right.